Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. So we know the Memphis Grizzlies fought hard to get into the playoffs through going through those playing games and everything, getting through Dallas, just to get absolutely slaughtered by the best team record-wise in the NBA and statistically the best defensive team in the NBA. And the Thunder, this is what you do as a number one seed. Okay, you go out there at home, you protect home court, you don't give any life to the Memphis Grizzlies whatsoever. Okay, coming off of them battling to get in the play-in and all that. Battling in the play-in and then getting the 8th seed. Okay, could the Grizzlies have a little momentum? Could the Thunder be a little rusty? No, they shut all that down, and they did all this. We're gonna get to the Grizzlies stat line, but they did all this with Shai Gilgeous not having his best game. Not having his best game whatsoever. 15 points. Okay, a typical Shai Gilgeous game is going to get you 30, but he didn't need to do that. It was a total team effort. Every starter was in the double digits, exceeding the plus or minus stat line. So everybody was contributing heavily. You even getting Wiggins getting 21 off the bench. This is the team that people are expecting to make the NBA Finals, right? People have the Lakers giving this team problems if they get to that point, but we're not there yet. Okay, and clearly the Lakers did not do themselves any favors having a strong showcase game, but I do feel that the Minnesota Timberwolves are much a bigger animal than the Memphis Grizzlies. But nonetheless, though, the Memphis Grizzlies got talent. I mean, they got Jaren Jackson, they got Ja Morant, okay, they got Edie, a very good big playmaker. They got Bane, they got some big money guys on contract for the Memphis Grizzlies, okay, and to get beat by 51 points is absolutely unacceptable and not prepared, but also and shows a lack of preparedness by the Memphis Grizzlies, but also tells you how dominant the Oklahoma City Thunder are. And this is a wake-up call. Yes, every game they're not gonna be blowing teams out. Ja Morant, after the game, what can you say, right? We'll never play that bad again. I don't know. I don't know. I doubt that. I think you guys can play that bad. That's just how much better Oklahoma City Thunder is. Now, after making this vid, now if they go and win game 2, okay, then I'll stand down. Okay, but after tonight or this afternoon, no, this game, no, absolutely. And this game wasn't even a contest, open and jump. It just wasn't. This series should be a sweep. Okay, if at max, this series should be a gentleman's sweep. Okay, can Ja get you one game? Listen, if Ja Morant is somehow able to get them one game in this series, that's the hats off to Ja. Well done to battle to get into the playoffs, and well done getting the win against the number one overall seed in the NBA. Okay, and that's about it. All right, and then look, they're gonna have to blow this thing up. I do not see this Memphis Grizzlies team running it back as currently constructed. Okay, they got Desmond Bane on a big contract, Ja Morant on a big contract. We heard those rumors about him in the offseason, possibly being moved to a player to be on the move in the offseason. Do not be shocked. I won't be shocked if he stays. I won't be shocked if he moves. Okay, especially now that we've dealt with the Luka Doncic trade. Anything can happen in the NBA. We've seen these coaches getting hired and fired. Playoff coaches getting fired right before the playoffs started. I can see this team. This is the Memphis Grizzlies' last run with this group, in my opinion, with Desmond Bane, Ja Morant, and Jaren Jackson. Those are the three core guys, and those three core guys haven't done anything. I felt like, if Ja didn't have his mishaps or whatever, could the Memphis Grizzlies have been where OKC has been, right? We haven't had a full year. Ja hasn't had a Shai Gilgeous type of season, right? He hasn't had a Shai Gilgeous type of year, right? And I think, instead of us waiting for that, his career is not over and done with. But I think, for Ja Morant, he's just not going to be that overwhelming force like Shai Gilgeous was for his team. But also, they also don't have the type of development in Memphis that they have in OKC. We know that OKC is ran very well, okay, compared to Memphis. So maybe this the end of this series is going to be a lot of questions going forward. But right now, in the thick of things, not good. This series is going to be wasting time. I'll be surprised if any of these games are going to be compelling. I mean, for opening game, I know they battled in. I know OKC is well rested, but you can also make the argument that maybe having too much rest could affect them. But no. You know what I'm saying? So hey, good for the Grizzlies getting there. If they're able to win a game, awesome. But I think Ja Morant's a little delusional saying that they'll never play that bad again. What does that look? Then what does playing good look like? Because even if you play your best, I still feel like y'all can get ran off the court like they got like what happened earlier today. So it's just this series is just kind of like a practice round. It seemed like a little sparring session for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we shouldn't expect this series. Nobody really thought this series was gonna go the distance, honestly. After seeing this, Dallas or them probably would have got raced out the building. Maybe Dallas would have probably been better with their bigs. The styles make different. You know, Dallas had won against Oklahoma City this year, but obviously Kyrie's not there. But could AD cause some problems? You know what I'm saying? Could this have been a more compelling matchup? You know, I think both teams, now that I think about it, you know, both of them would have got ran out the gym. But I mean, what a hell of a showcase for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's what you do. You come out game one, you don't breathe life into the team. You take away life and you put your foot on your neck. And this is a game without Shea going off yet. Right, we haven't seen it, so wait till they get an MVP Shea in this series, and he just absolutely drops 50. I can see him dropping 50 in this series on these Grizzlies' head. Anyways, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.